Okay, well, I'd like to welcome you all to our fourth edition of Pool Funding Insights and Updates. And today we're going to just basically do an open dialogue with the people who have showed up here live. So this is one of the benefits of coming to our live training calls, and we can get updated. You can interact directly with me, the creator of Pool Funding. So we're just going to kind of turn this into an open discussion about any topic that anybody wants to bring up. We'll see kind of where it goes and where the energy is flowing. So we'll start off with Brett. Brett's got his hand up. Hello, Brett.
Yeah. Hi.
Looking good there.
I'm so excited about what's happening in the world of crypto and what you've been doing. Like really, it's super exciting. I just have one little thing that I don't know if there's any Canadians that are having struggles loading money into their accounts. But I was just wondering, is there someone that has any background to like I know Hunter's been helping me, but I'm just having a real struggle trying to load my account. And
Oh, still haven't been able to do that yet.
no, and I've tried several times. I just give it up, and I just went and did a bunch of stuff on my own today, and I just said, well, that's just the way it is. So
Okay.
my sponsor, her brother, is going to maybe load money into my account on Wednesday because I want to get involved in this Hot or Not program. That's
Right.
exciting.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
I'm.
exciting.
So the question is, I'm looking for someone that might know which platform to use. That's very easy because my bank seems to be holding things up, and then it was the other end. It was the platform that was stalling out on me. So I just wonder if anybody has any suggestions, or if you have any suggestions.
Well, let me see here. Now I know Karen is near Canada, right? But
Yeah,
not in Canada. Is there anybody here from Canada that other than Brett? Anybody present from Canada?
I asked her about that, Mr. Fletcher, and what
Uh-huh.
happened was she said she hasn't done it for quite a few years, so I don't know, or
Okay.
quite a few months. Pardon me, quite a few months.
Yeah,
Haven't had a need
yeah,
for it.
that's right. I haven't purchased crypto since June, and Brett and I sort of went through the same process with Banksa, but we got stalled. We weren't able to finish it. Did you end up having to verify your ID with Banksa?
No, they didn't allow me to verify it, so I was kind of stranded there. So
Hmm.
Uh, I mean, some of the go-to is like crypto.com is one place, right,
I've done
Hunter?
crypto. It was actually very easy to go through the process. It
Crypto.com.
just, but it didn't allow me to process it because my bank has got everything on stall. And now all three of my banks have not wanted to do any mobile banking with me. They said you have to physically go to your branch and talk to the branch manager on
Yeah.
this.
That reminds
So
me of a situation we had once with Kathleen. Remember that, Kathleen? She had to go into the bank. I think it got sorted out once she went there.
yeah, it's too much control. They asked me where it was going, what it was doing, and when I like all these questions. And then of course I got in a little bit of an argument. And then when um, Leslie told me later after that, she said, do not say anything about crypto. Just tell them you're helping family, and that's it. Don't say nothing about any investments because they don't
Right,
need to know that. They don't need to.
right. And who was the one giving you that advice?
Leslie, my sponsor.
Oh, your sponsor. Okay. And
Yeah,
Is Leslie in Canada as well?
she is. Yeah, she's in Vancouver.
Okay.
And her
And,
sponsor is her brother, and they're in Vancouver as well. Yeah.
and what did they do to purchase crypto? What did they have a
They
similar?
haven't. We haven't been able to do it yet. We're all
Well,
stalled out. There's
so even
three,
Leslie's having trouble. So there's
can't do it.
there's a
And
group of you now. Okay.
there's four of us. So
Wow. Okay.
I don't know what to do. We're gonna have to get it figured out because I don't want to miss this program
Sure.
promotion.
Totally.
I might have an idea.
Scott. Yeah. Go ahead, Scott.
Yeah, I'm in the Philippines and I've had the same difficulty. But there are websites. The one I'm using is called BitGet.
What's it called again?
BitGet.
BitGet, BITGET, bitget.com. But there are other sites like that. I don't know if they're available in Canada. Presumably they're international, but who knows? But basically, you can go in and you can do peer-to-peer exchanges. So usually it's people within your own country. So it's the same, what do you call it? The same currency, and you can just exchange. You can do a bank transfer straight to their account. So they don't know what you're buying. You're just sending money to somebody in Canada that, you know, and it's a peer-to-peer situation.
Yeah.
Thanks,
So
Scott.
that's
Because what's
.com.
happened? Oh, yeah.
Have you
Go
found
ahead.
it? BitGet?
Yep. So bitget.com, right?
Yeah.
So
And then if you click on the buy crypto, then click on the P2P, should just show you a list of people that are able to sell either USDT or BNB or whatever you're looking for. Yeah.
did you do a KYC with them?
With BitGet, yeah, I mean you have to do a little bit of that with any of these sites, but nothing, you know, nothing onerous. Yeah, that's it, BitGet. Yeah.
So
Yeah,
that
okay.
so they
You
so
go
they
to the
do-
P2P trading.
so you have a
P2P.
trade, spot margin.
If you go back to buy crypto
On the, yeah.
and then look for P2P trading,
This one here.
second
Okay.
one down, yeah, that's
Oh,
it.
PZP
And then it'll
trading.
then you can choose what you're going to buy, the USDT or whatever, and it'll show you the list of people that are selling.
Okay. Well,
Okay.
it recognizes where I'm at. I'm in the Philippines, so it's coming up in pesos here.
Exactly, yeah. And I got it in Thai baht.
Yep. So that worked for you. You did get, chunk of it in Thailand. And Thailand is definitely more restrictive than the Philippines.
Yeah, yeah.
Let's see here. USDT, you got PHP. So we can do a
So you just
search.
type in
What is
Canada.
it? Canada dollar. So what is the symbol for that?
CND. CND.
Okay, Canada dollar like that.
Oh, no data.
Let's see here. That's PHP.
Or you could just do
Right.
Canada. Just CAD.
I wonder if they have USD or search. That search is something else. Okay, it's in alphabetical order. Is it CAD?
CAD, there it is. Sorry. Yeah, CAD.
Okay. Well, that's great. You got someone will do anywhere from 500 to 7,500 there.
Yeah.
Here's
So
one
people
for
are trading on it.
400. So that's we got a good tip there from Scott. Thank you, Scott. Here's one 200 to
Cool.
6,000. So I
That's
think
awesome.
I think you've got potential here playing around there, right?
Yeah.
And usually they're wanting to what is it? What is Interact e-transfer?
Oh, it's an Interact transfer too.
And you're familiar with that?
Well, I've been trying the Interact transfer and they want a bank card with these other ones,
Ah, okay.
which is kind of, I don't know,
Well,
weird.
yep. So payment methods.
Yeah, you can go into payment methods, which will show you a different selection of ways you can pay.
But Interact
But
works.
sometimes you put in one in, like I was trying to do it through Wise, but there was nobody selling under that. You know, I had to do bank transfer.
The other thing I want to mention here, Mr. Fletcher, is that one thing is that that account that you make up for that trading, it should be like family or something anonymous. I messed up because what I did was I put down um, pool funding.
Oh, you
So
mean it's like your username, you mean?
I used the name pool funding for that account, and guess what? That threw a red flag for them. And so then they said, oh, so it should be
Are you talking about MetaMask, or are you talking about
my bank transfer, because they give you three categories. First, they give you the address of where to send it, and then they give you the password, and then they give you a like a question. It's all numbers, and then the password is numbers as well. So there's three things you got to fill in there. But the name of the account I put on it was pool funding. So when the bank looked at it, they go, what's this pool funding? And then they start asking questions.
yeah, well, I guess that is that with Interact?
That's where they interact. Yeah.
Okay, so I mean, yeah, I guess your was it your friend Lindsay? Was that the right name?
Yeah. No, Leslie.
Leslie. Okay, so your friend Leslie, she said just make it like for a friend or something like that.
Yes.
So you probably
She said
should have
that's
heeded her advice and just say friend on it.
yes.
Yeah,
Yes, exactly. And
yeah.
so, because the banks are so strict now, they limit you to how much you can send and when you can send it and how you send it. It's just,
I mean,
can't
who
wait to do it.
who agreed to this system that where the banks have, you know,
Well, that's the Vanderbilts and all
they're
them.
micromanaging how people want to use their own money, right? So that's don't you see we're facing the real problem here.
Yeah,
And
that is the problem.
yeah, and it's not just affecting people in pool funding, it's affecting people all over the world for all kind of different reasons, So, we're just one segment, but yeah.
One fellow that I'm signing up in a couple days, he went in to get some US funds from his bank, and they said, you can't get it. You got to come back on Wednesday.
And then there's that too. So there's a cash supply, there's there just is not much cash floating around anymore, right?
That's right.
So the paper money is like all but evaporated. They want everything to be digital anyway, right? So but yeah, if you're in Canada, I'm sure your Canadian dollars, they have that. But I do recall this problem it's not a new problem per se. I can go back in my memory to about 15 years ago. I remember going to the bank and I wanted $5,000.
Yeah.
And they made me come back the next day to get it because it was too much for them to give me, 15 years ago.
They didn't have it.
Well, they didn't have they just put these arbitrary limits, right? They had it in the drawer, but they didn't want a big chunk of that whatever's in the drawer be taken or whatever. And this is a bank. I remember looking at the teller and then looking at this giant metal door, which is the front of a vault, right? So the facade looked it looked very safe, right? Money is safe here. You got this giant door with a big lock on it. Well, that's where they keep all the big money, right? But it kind of makes me wonder if you open it up, if there's nothing in there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
But that answered my question. Thank you. I appreciate that.
All right. You're welcome. All right, Carrie, you've been very patient, my dear. How are you doing?
I'm good, thank you, guys. How are you?
Good, good.
Good. I just have one request.
Yes.
Is it possible for all the members using LeadsLeap to please go and leave a pool funding review on LeadsLeap? This is going to help us generate more.
Oh, okay. Well, that's nice to know. Yeah. It's a good point.
And you, as the founder, should also go and leave a review,
Okay.
please. They ask the owner to leave a review.
Oh, that's good. That's good to know. I wasn't aware of
Because
that.
what they do is occasionally they send out to all their whole database top reviews and things like that. So it would really help if we got more reviews. I'm the only one that's put in a review so far.
Well, let's take a look at what you're talking about here. So we'll go into LeadsLeap. And I also want to talk to you guys about LeadsLeap on another front. I'm assuming it's .com. This is it here, right?
Yes.
Yeah, you go log in.
I'm not connected with it, so I haven't set up a membership with them myself. So but where would you do a review? You have to actually first create an account and then give a review.
Yeah, so in the review, when you're logging into your account, you'll go into the sidebar and it'll say my reviews, top recommendations, and all that kind of stuff. So you would put the review in.
There's something
every
here
time,
called social review. Is that the same thing?
I think it could be that one, yeah, but it's normally when you logged in into your own page. Yeah, so yeah, you just type in there poolfunding.io. Yeah, that one.
Read reviews. We should see your name come up.
Okay, so that's the only one. So we need to have more in there, please.
Yeah. Okay, good deal. All right. Say yes. All right. We'll give you a vote there. So
Thank you.
That's the beginning of something here. And then it looks like I can write a review by just clicking on write a review. So I'm not even a member. I'm just coming in cold to the website here. I don't know what it's going to do. I got a white page right now. It might only work if I am a member, but that's okay.
When I wrote my review, they asked me, "Are you the owner of the program?" And then I obviously said no, and they said recommend the owner to write a review.
Okay, that's fantastic. Yep. Okay,
thank you. We'll help a lot for everybody and some social credits. Yeah.
And okay, and there's a link to our homepage here. Okay.
Yeah.
So right there. This is great to know. All right. So those of you that have been working with LeadsLeap, what I want to do, let me stop sharing for a moment. Talk to you guys here. Put it on speaker view here.
Thanks, Ace.
You're welcome. I want to gather all of you that are using LeadsLeap, especially those of you that have taken advantage of Michael Dage's services, to create the landing page and all that for you. Because obviously you got leads coming in, okay, but it's converting the leads really, that's what matters, right? Because if you get 15, 20, 25, 30 different leads, from a purchase of maybe $50 or $60, I guess it's like 100 clicks or something like that, and then some of those turn into people opting in to put their information in there. Okay. How you handle those leads matters a lot, and we've been talking a lot to basically a lead generation expert and also someone who's an expert in lead conversions, and he talks about it's usually multiple touch points, so people don't just immediately join stuff, right? They usually have to be engaged multiple times before they actually take the step to join. And we'll try to figure out any way possible to try streamline that process, but we're going to learn a lot when we start the other campaign. Okay. But for the people that have already started the LeadsLeap campaign, I do want to have like a Zoom meeting with all of you. So be looking for that to be announced on the Telegram group, that the group of us are coming together to have a conversation and see if we can provide some effective guidance for those that are using LeadsLeap, and then also make it open to anybody who can, contribute there, what they have found works. So as each person, we all have something to offer. So we work as a community to make things happen. So thanks for bringing that to my attention. All right, that was good. You like that, Willie Dell, huh?
You bet. You bet. Because that's
sorry,
my
Ace.
dilemma right now.
Okay, good deal. Go ahead, Carrie.
Sorry, Ace, just on that LeadsLeap thing, I've also discovered a really good other traffic source where I pulled in a lot of leads for $100. A lot of them actually went and signed up for the course, but my problem is converting them.
Okay, good.
So
Okay.
it's the follow-up. And it's also phone numbers, emails, and mostly from the US, because you can choose which category you want, or where in the world you want the leads to come from.
Yeah. So, and the course is a 2-hour thing, right? Whereas, I think with some of the recent developments we've had in the last 45 days or so, we've got a lot more, professional information, professional presentation, and it's just done better, and it takes less time. So maybe we can get people to, really, get a pretty good idea of what we're all about in way less than 2 hours. Let's see if we can shrink that down to nothing more than 30 minutes of someone's time to kind of get everything they need to know to make an informed decision about us. So I'd like to, I think we got some good content. So look at my website, the YouTube channel. And I'm trying to steer us in a direction that we don't look so much like a network marketing type operation, because we're not. We are referral based, but I don't know if we need to lead with the information, that particular information. We can mention it, so, and you just take a look at the recent videos that have been produced on my YouTube channel to see what I'm talking about. Some of those things could be an alternative to sending them over to a course. So everything's kind of in a little bit of a state of flux right now, but as we work this other campaign, that's going to quickly come into some sort of a system that we'll see that it'll be effective and it will just work, and then we can duplicate that out a million times over. Just kind of where we're heading. So this is the direction we're going, guys. We want to tighten the message, save time, that kind of thing. All right. Anybody else have anything they'd like to talk about? Even if it's not a question, feel free to share your thoughts on your assessment of how things are going, or if you feel like we're making progress or not. I'm curious as to what you have to say. All right, so far so good. That's about it, I guess, then. Hunter, any thoughts from you? You are hosting today, appreciate that.
You're very welcome, and looks like everything is going great so far, full steam ahead, and as I always say, to the moon.
That's great. Okay, we did have someone squeeze in here. We got Yvette. Hello, Yvette. Always good to hear
Ace,
from
how
you.
you doing?
Fantastic.
I got a question about Pooh Match Me.
Yes.
When do the contacts update? Like you get in like fresh contacts in your little Match Me thing.
Yeah, they're coming in, they're starting to come in a little better now. So it's been a couple of days. We've seen, some growth there. I actually found my second match yesterday, and I did an
I know I was
interview with
jealous.
her.
I know, I'm on here hating right now.
I'm sorry. But but yeah, just you want to get on there. That's the other thing is I just got the list today of all of you that have paid the $100 to get matches. And so I'm going to be reaching out to those that and I want to basically do a little bit of see if I can help you in any way, so help you look at things, make sure you understand how to use the website, and it's a flow, right? So we've got a decent number at this point of sponsors that have paid, and the referrals are coming in. I think yesterday there was another 5 or 10 that came in, but in order to show up in the list, you have to bring someone into the website for free. And they're still
I
trying
did
to
all of that.
iron
Yeah,
that out.
I got 5 people, I think, in there. But yeah, because most of the people that are stuck in my queue, they're already taken. So I'm kind of waiting for some somebody fresh to come in there so I can jump on them and see if I can try to connect.
Yep. If there was a particular time of day for the Philippines, I'd recommend it would be 9. So whether
9
it's
in the morning.
whether it's 9 a.m. or 9 p.m., I think that's just going to be a decent hour. If I were to pick like a one hour,
Okay.
that'd probably be. So if you're looking at Eastern time, that's exactly 12 hours from Philippine time. And most
I'm
of
on
most
West
of them
Coast.
coming in so you're West Coast, so you
Yeah.
figure that's about 6, so 6 and 6.
Yeah, so they won't be talking to me at 6 in the morning, I'll tell you that.
Well, I've been getting up at 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. Today I got to
That's when I
play.
go to sleep.
I got up at 5. I used to be that way. I used to be a night owl. Work till 2 or 3 in the morning and then go to bed. But
That's all right.
I've
I'm gonna
kind of
work it out.
flipped it around, kind of support you guys a little better. All
I'll
right,
go for the 9 p.m.
yeah, there you go. 9 p.m., which would be like if you do 6 p.m., that would be 9 p.m. Eastern time and 9 a.m. over here. So you got
Okay.
a good shot, and I'll tell the people
Okay.
over here the same thing, that 9 is the power hour, right? Maybe if
All
everyone's
right.
looking at 9, whether it's AM or PM, we'll just call that the power hour.
That'll work. Thanks
Okay,
so much, Ace.
you're welcome. All right, Pastor Carl, how are you?
Hey, Ace. Yeah, grace, peace, and prosperity to the whole Pool Funding family. Thank you all for your thoughts and prayers. I just wanted to say that it's um it's very good to be in a family where everyone is there for each other. Just wanted to ask a question about the qualifications. So, from my understanding, like I had a few people that wanted to come in, and I know me and Tim had this problem. Tim is my sponsor. You have to have 2 to be qualified. So that's why I know you encourage us to at least bring in like 3, 4, or 5. But some people it's hard to get 1. Now, I wanted to know in the near future, would it be possible? Because if you only bring in 1, you're not qualified. You need 2 to be qualified. And so then that 1 that you have, it's like you don't have any because you need
Well,
either 2.
it kind
Yeah.
of depends on the strategy, right? So
Mhm.
let's look at it from a different point of view for a moment. Okay, so it takes 2 to get qualified, and on the starter accounts, we do allow you to have 2 sub accounts in order to meet that, to get
Yeah.
qualified. Now, where you position the 1, let's say someone really struggles to get referrals, and they're just one of those people they know it's going to be a slow go. Well, in that particular case, it would make sense for that particular kind of person to put their first referral up there on their main account. So they've got sub account 1, sub account 2, and their first referral all on their main account, and then that would create a break even situation. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So if someone's really coming in and they're just one reason or another, I don't there's reasons, right? Maybe just a lack of confidence, things like that. That why a person might consider themselves slow in building a team. So in that particular case, instead of putting that person down under one of their sub accounts, where basically they don't really see a benefit until they pair it up with another,
Right.
they can put it on their main account, and then that would then it's no skin off their back, because then from their position, it's breaking even. That person there is helping them to break even. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So
Okay.
we got to get to the point where the majority of people coming in don't have a problem getting 2 people in a relatively quick time. The idea of pool funding was built around the idea that should be hard to get a couple of people in a couple of days,
Yes. Yeah.
And so I don't know why that's an issue, but we're gonna sort it out. I think it's just that people just have hesitation, right? And I think that once we break a few barriers, and I think by bringing the LEAD program on board, that might be one of those barriers that will break apart. Because when someone enters into pool funding, they're looking around and they're going, okay, should I ask my best friend to join this or not? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And
Yes.
see if they come back with, I don't think so, right? If that's going to be their, answer, then it's because what they saw didn't give them like that confidence, what they need to have, right? Because
Yes.
maybe they're
Well,
willing to take a risk, but they don't want to have their best friend take a risk with them or whatever, for whatever reason, right? And so that might be how they would be looking at it, even though that might not be the right way to look at it. It could be how they look at it. So if they come in and see that, hey, you can buy referrals if you need to, you can get into these lead programs and they're effective, and they come in, well, yeah, looks like everyone get 2, then maybe they wouldn't hesitate to talk to their best friend, talk to their mother, because hey, this thing's hopping, this thing's moving.
yeah,
So,
and the key thing is everyone needs to stay engaged. I tell my team, I said, listen, any prospects that you get, like the young lady that said she spent $100 and got a bunch of leads, you have their contact. It's very relevant if you bring them to the Tuesday night presentations, have them be engaged. We need to work together as a family. I'm trying to get some strategies with my team, because I don't want them to look at us like we're Moses, because I was able to bring in about 9 people, but
yeah.
I had 4 for myself. I spread them out amongst my team to have them a little encouraged. But out of the 9, 3 of them left. So but I tell everybody to stay focused. My group is called 12 months to 7 figures, and I name all my groups OPL, Operation Promised Land. Okay.
All right.
So we gotta stick together as a family. And this is one of the simplest ways to become a 12 months to 7 figures, but we can't take it for granted. We got to stay engaged every day, team. And we've been programmed to work to do the 40-40-40, and we'll grumble and complain, but we go and work. We work 60 hours a week. We do that for 40 years. This here is so much simpler, and it's all about our perception. Hey, I can get to 7 figures even if it take 2 years or 3 years. That's so much quicker than than 40 years, you know. And as a motivational speaker, and even as a minister, we all are ministers, you know. I'm not gonna get into no religion, because religion is just confusion, but it's about energy, us sticking together. That's why I love the pool funding family. We all meet up here. Ace he was dedicating night after night after night. I was saying, man, how does he do it? You know, it's hard, 7 nights a week. So I'm kind of glad we have the 4 nights a week now, but you know, we gotta keep that positive energy flowing. And his goal is to eradicate poverty, not for just Ace's goal. That's Ace's goal, and that should be all our goal. We should all join forces with him as much as we can, so that we can make this world a better place. Because it's not just about getting $1 million and I'm straight, I'm good. No, it's about spreading it, because if we can spread it, people that are desperate will do desperate things. Okay. You know, my brother and Mrs. live on a quiet block, and last night about 20 houses got their cars broken into. You know, this world is getting into desperation.
Yeah.
So that's I take very serious the energy that Ace is putting, because that's what the energy I have. So I said, wow. I told Ace this the other day. I said, I'm not going anywhere, you know, and all of us to be here every night, we're not going anywhere. But imagine if we can multiply this by 10 every month. Okay, so I just want to encourage everyone, you know, to just keep pushing forward. Don't be discouraged. And you know, that 8-hour window that Ace's program added in there, I think that's a godsend also, because that's, you know, that gives us a better window of opportunity to do our pool funding every day. So I know I can talk. I don't talk much, but when I get to talking, I'll talk. I just want to say, Pastor, love everyone. And
we appreciate you, Pastor.
Keep pushing forward. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm with you, brother.
The sooner we move this from the mindset of opportunity to the mindset of movement, I really think that's where we're going to see massive, fast growth. When people get exposed to what we're doing and they don't look at it like an opportunity, when they see it as a movement, like, yeah, I want to support that movement. That movement's for the people, right? People want to be a part of something that is for the people. Wouldn't you guys agree? Yeah.
Yes,
So
absolutely.
Absolutely.
and all they got to do is be able to see that that's the intent here, is that if we don't do anything about it, this situation where Big Brother at the bank is eyeballing every little piece of bubble gum that you chew, it's just ridiculous, right? You didn't sign up for that when you got a bank account, right? You signed up to have a safe place to keep your money, but it's supposed to be your money, right? But unfortunately, the bank doesn't see it that way, and on the paperwork, it doesn't say that either. It says it's their money. As soon as you give it to them, it's their money. That's what most people don't realize. People fall for all these little I don't know. The word in my mind is trap, right? It's like a snare, and you don't realize you're being snared, but at some point you end up getting a little frustrated, and you're like, that's not what I expected. And then you start to look a little closer and you realize that it's not just happening to you, it's happening to everyone. So everyone needs to come together now. Okay. And by coming together, we can make a change here, and we get the world that we want to live in, All right, thumbs up from the pastor. Brett, you got your hand up. We'll wrap up with you. Back to Brett.
Yeah, I don't mean to be a hog here and jump.
No,
get
no good. It's all good.
Okay, so first of all, when you sponsor someone and you sign them up, they go through the program. When do you qualify for that person when they make their first payment, or is it when they sign up?
Okay. When do they
And
start? When do they start paying you? Is that really the question you're asking?
Well, no, when do you like, when does it show up that they're part of your group?
Immediately, as soon as they sign up, they are your referral.
Right.
They show up as one of your referrals. Now, if you're following the strategy that we're using with the 2 sub accounts,
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah.
you'll see them as a referral of maybe one of those sub accounts, unless, like I mentioned earlier, you choose the exception to that by putting it on the main account for the first one, just so that you have some relief. You know what I'm saying? So you
Gotcha.
have basically a break even situation there, and then that maybe could keep you going for a while. You
Cool.
know, again, I really want people to approach coming into pool funding with the intent of getting to right away, right?
Exactly.
And we need to kind of make that kind of like the normal situation. The normal situation is you come in, you get 2 people in right away, everybody's happy, you know?
Yeah.
If it takes longer than that, then so this is where we're looking for anything. This is why I do these, like, discussions. I'm open to, sharing ideas and coming up with things to speed us up. So feedback is a valuable resource.
That's the other second part of the question. So when you come in and say you don't have anybody sponsor for 6 or 7 days, is there compensation for that? Like you'd mentioned something about 30
Well,
days
yeah,
or something.
the great thing about pool funding, unlike any other opportunity, let's just put all these other opportunities in the network marketing camp, okay? Every single compensation plan that you look at in network marketing, and by the way, that includes MLM. Network, MLM is just a compensation plan, okay? So it's like the original compensation plan, right? There was the MLM, then came these other things like binaries and unilevels and matrices. Those came later. So when you look at all those compensation plans, if you don't have any sales and if you don't have any referrals, you're going to end up making no money. You're going to get a big fat zero.
Yeah.
But in pool funding, there's a rotation happening in the pool. So all the unqualified people are in the pool together, rotating. Okay. And so, when the pool completes a full rotation, right now it's taken 4, maybe 5 days to do that. Okay. Then if you have 2 sub accounts, you're getting pop, you're getting 2 payments, right? On a rotation, those it's kind of in the same order that you made the payment. So when you get paid, it's usually pop, right? You're getting in the $10 pool, you're getting $20 every time it does a complete rotation. So if it's doing a complete rotation every, let's say, 4 days, then that means that you're getting $20 for 2 of the 4 days, right? And then the other 2 days, you're not getting anything. And so but that means that you got some relief, but
Yes.
it's not breaking you even. You know what I'm saying? It takes people. And like I said, if you're coming in slow, you can put that first person under the main account. Again, we don't have like hard rules. Okay. We have basically concepts and strategies, right? And there's flexibility. And if you treat the system well, the system will treat you well. That's the idea, right? So we kind of put the thing that's in the best interest of everyone, because we lead with that as like, let's all do this. But as I mentioned, sometimes it makes sense to do something different for certain individuals. Okay.
Yeah.
So maybe for certain individuals that come in and they put their first referral there on that main account, their sub accounts have got them qualified already. And then that person is paying them $10 every day. They're on a timer, right?
Yeah.
The sub accounts are paying every day, but that's coming out of your own pocket, right? So you're just paying yourself. and then the sub accounts get reimbursed once in a while by that rotation, right? Until they get qualified and they're out of the pool, right?
Right.
So
Yeah.
these are just strategies that you can use, but you don't get that in network marketing. In network marketing, it's sink or swim. It's
Zero.
live or die, right?
Yeah.
No relief, none. You don't recruit anybody, you don't sell anything. Even if you're with a company for a year on an auto ship paying $200. I mean, I've been on auto ships $200-300 every month. I remember going years with certain companies and being loyal to the company, and and being so like, yeah, I loving the product and all that, being a product of the product, and struggling to get signups. I didn't get good at signing up people until I got good at it, right? I had to figure it out too. And I was Mr. Regular Joe up until I hit millionaire status. And once I figured out this goes with that and that goes with this, and I kind of put the whole thing together, then I came up with a winning strategy. An opportunity landed in my lap. Next thing I know, 9 months later, I'm a millionaire. But it took years for me to kind of put that all together. And it kind of started with self-confidence. That's kind of like good starting point. Most people don't have enough self-confidence, and that's one area they should put attention on, building their self-confidence.
Exactly.
And I just wish everybody knew what they were, not who they are, but what they are. See, if everybody knew exactly what they are, no one would have a self-confidence problem. Okay. Problem is we all forgot what we are, and we're down here
How do
playing
you
this.
shut down? How do you shut down people from saying it's network marketing, multi-level marketing, and all those other? Because that's happened to me 3 times now, and I said it's not.
Yeah, it's like you just what do you know about network marketing, right? So you say, look, we are looking for referrals. We are building a team, so we have that in common with network marketing. But we do have a video that explains that. That's the one I just put out. The best way to get paid. So if someone wants to know why this is not network marketing, say you need to watch this video. It's 5 minutes, then you'll know why pool funding is the best way to get paid, because it's not network marketing.
No.
Yeah. You see, in network marketing, you take a chunk of money, right? Let's say that I'm got all these products coming in every month. I'm spending $200 for them every month, right? But I could take the same pile of products and go find the counterpart at the grocery store, right? And maybe for the same group of products, I'd spend $30 at the grocery store for the identical product, right? But I'm willing to spend $200 on it because I got it with my company. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
See, that's a little messed up, right? So there's that. I did a training, and it's called No Bull, right? So look for the bull, and I talked about that. Pool funding, there's no bull here, but it's kind of bull when you think you're going to spend 10 times more for the same product that you could get at the store, and it's basically the same thing, more or less.
Yeah.
So yeah, you get these products, and then after that, they take your $200 and they break it up. First, they probably cut it in half. The company keeps 100 of it, right, to pay for the expenses of running the company and all that, right? Because they do all the work for you, right?
Shipping and whatnot.
And then they take the other $100 and they divide that up into 20 or 30 little pieces. This guy's going to get $1, that's going to get $2. This guy over here is going to get 50 cents. Break it up like that, and that's network marketing.
Right.
But in pool funding, there's nothing like that. $10 goes from this wallet to that wallet, right? It doesn't get broken up. It goes from here to there, peer to peer. And so right there, you can tell it's not network marketing because there's no network being paid, right? It's just this person is paying that person, and that's it. Done.
Yeah.
Network marketing would be breaking in little pieces. So that's how you can tell the difference.
That answered my question. Thank you.
All right, Edmund, I heard you kind of clear your throat. Did you want to add something?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Really? I didn't hit, put my hand up or anything.
No, I didn't, you didn't, I just heard you clear your throat, but see, it lights up when, anytime you make a sound,
Right.
it turns into a green box and
I try to leave it off because of that.
okay. But yes, I do appreciate you, Edmund. You're a wonderful guy. All right. Carrie, just real quick, you got something real quick? You got your hand up, Carrie. Going once.
Sorry, I was talking on unmute there. Sorry, Ace. I just have one question for American people. I'm from Asia, and obviously my telephone number doesn't start with +1. Do American people have a problem opening text messages that do not start with +1?
Ooh, I would probably say yeah, but I haven't lived in the
We
US for
do.
12 years.
We do.
Yeah. Yeah, we've all heard
Yeah,
about
because
the scams. You answer the wrong phone call and you get like a reverse bill or something like that. You've heard those kind of scams. There's weird stuff out there, right? And
yeah, so I've sent out a bunch of text messages and had virtually nobody open them, and spoken with Michael and people and say, oh, they're getting 80% open rate. I'm thinking maybe it's because my telephone number doesn't start with +1.
Yep. And where are you at? Are you in New Zealand or
I'm
where
in
you at?
Thailand, Phuket, Thailand.
Oh, okay. So you're in Thailand. Okay.
Yeah,
I'll
yeah.
have to come visit
Not
you.
far
Not
from
that
you.
far. Yeah. You and Scott have
Yeah.
to come see you guys. All right. So
Yeah.
let me share my screen. I'll show you something I'm looking at right now to kind of maybe show you that I'm in the same boat looking around to do something about that. And I did come up with this a Voxy here. Okay. Oops, sorry. Didn't mean to do that. Let's see if I can get the right thing here. But this is so far my search has led me to getting a phone number, an American phone number with voicemail, right? A virtual telephone number and with competitive pricing to contact up to 150 countries, so I'm looking into that right now. So this is one option that I found so far. But I'll put that in the chat here because I think that'd be helpful to those of us not in the US because a lot of these leads we're going to be focused on the US market.
Ace, I'd like to personally respond to what Carrie just asked.
Yes, go ahead. Appreciate you doing that, Jeff.
You bet. And I'll share this. My wife inherited a property down in Florida, and we live in Colorado, 2,000 miles away, if you would. And a phone message showed up with area code 720 or 303. It really didn't matter. That's the Denver area, Denver, Colorado area. But it turns out when the guy was leaving a voicemail, it turns out that the number was really down in Florida. So it was almost feeling like a bait and switch. And he was saying, hey, is your property occupied or is it vacant? And we're going, okay, this is looking like it is a scam or someone wants to break in. Well, we have someone living in that home. So hopefully this person didn't try to go in. He might have met a bad fate, if you would. So, Carrie, to answer directly, I think what Ace is on to, you're looking for a US number so that people will talk to you. But there has to be, in some way, some kind of full disclosure because there are so many things that are bouncing back and forth these days, Ace. So
yeah,
there is some skepticism.
Yeah.
I don't know how else to answer, but that from a personal experience.
Yep, that's why I am so out in front, guys, because I'm trying to show you guys, being the creator of Pool Funding, that I'm very confident in what I've put together for the people. I really do see this as a way to lift the people. We just have got to get enough people to get synergized with the idea of Pool Funding that it becomes a movement. Because once people catch on to the idea, it's kind of like the long spoon allegory. Okay, I've referred to multiple times that when we figure out how to take care of one another, then these things like, institutions and whatnot that seem to be hovering above us and, call them the banks or the government or, whatever, they come in categories, large corporations or big interests. They want to dominate us, but we don't want to be dominated,
How
and-
did, excuse me, Ace,
yes, sir.
how did they get our number to email us and ask us how we like pool funding? I got 3 of those today.
Okay. Now you're talking about people in Telegram reaching out to you?
Yeah.
Well, those are the scammers. They're swirling around. We flush them as often as we can, but they change their name and they set up new Telegram accounts every day. So, and they usually target the newest members too. So that's who they're
It's
targeting.
AI. It's
Check
AI.
'em out.
Is it? Okay.
Lots of AI.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we're gonna probably bring this into the website sooner than later so that we won't have that issue anymore. So we're using Telegram right now. So okay, I think we'll wrap it up for there. So appreciate everybody's contribution today. That was a good roundtable discussion with another episode here of insights and updates. And I'm looking forward to meeting with you guys again on Thursday. So Thursday will be our next insights and updates. But tomorrow we're going to have an open business opportunity kind of meeting for pool funding. We do that every Tuesday, and now the time is at 9:30 Eastern Standard Time for that. Okay, so every Tuesday, bring your prospects, bring the new members that are part of your team to that Tuesday meeting, and 45 minutes of that's dedicated to Q&A. So it's a short 15-minute presentation and 45 minutes of Q&A with people that are wanting to take a look at us. Okay, that's tomorrow. All right, so we'll see you tomorrow. We'll see you Thursday. And until then,
Thank you.
everybody can unmute now and say bye for now.
Bye for now.
Bye.
Bye
Bye
bye.
for now. Good night.
Have a good night, everyone.
Good
Have
night,
a good
everybody.
day.